Trending news: see how Nnamdi Kanu bypassed his master Uwazurike and became famous. The truth: every Nigerian youth should know about Nnamdi Kanu, Radio Biafra, and the existence of Republic of Biafra. What you are about to read or listen to is a compilation of verified facts and events that brought IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu to the fame he is clinging to now. The truth will be told. Nnamdi Kanu owns his rise to fame to his constant hate speeches and adulterated versions of Judaism, brainwashing of youth, and the help of Nigerian government. I declare that I, as an Igbo man in my country Nigeria, will never apply sentiment to this very article, as my only intention is to enlighten my fellow Igbo youths and Nigerians at large who are causing more harm to the progress of Nigerian through tribalism. Among the Igbos, late Dim Chukwuemeka Ojukwu is respected for many reasons. He is seen by most as the father of the Igbo nation, the man who fought to lead them out of a failing experiment and into a nation of their own, what would become the ill-fated Republic of Biafra. For the new surviving soldiers who fought under his hand in the war that followed, he was a father and a leader. For the generation that came after, those who saw him in documentaries and read of him in books, he is the symbol of lost values, a throwback of what the ideal Igbo man should be: strong, informed, industrious, and fearless. Perhaps more than anything, Ojukwu defines his worth as made him a deity of sorts among the Igbos. When he declared the Republic of Biafra, Eastern Nigeria was in the disadvantage in population, finance, military power, and everything that would matter in the months to come. Looking back now, many years later, everyone will well aware that the odds were not in late Ojukwu's favor, but it is clear that the decision was made in spite of the circumstances, not because of them. It was in an attempt to draw from the above sentiment that a certain London-based radio broadcasters from Abia recreated Biafran radio and began to campaign to whip off the undead desire for secession. Nnamdi Kanu was born Kenny Okpo Kanu on September 25, 1967 in Asiama, Afara, a town in the area of Umahi, the capital of Abia State. He attended Liberty Avenue Primary Schools, Umahi, before stepping up to the town's government secondary school. He continued his education. Nnamdi Kanu spent the foundation of his life in the Igbo land. He must have been exposed to more emotionally influenced interpretation of the war and circumstances that surround it from other soldiers and superiors. Beyond that, there is enough to suggest that he was born close to the nucleus of the war, both in location and ideology. Nnamdi Kanu would go on to study at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, after secondary school, but after a series of strikes, he crossed the seas to London, where he claimed that he finished his tertiary education. This is not proved information on what university he attended or what course he studied. He made his home in Sadling Close, Peckham, an area of London that is also known as Little Lagos for the large number of Nigerians who live there. It is not clear how Nnamdi Kanu spent most of his time in London, but what we do know is that it was while he was here that he first became involved in the fight for Biafra. At that time, Uwazurike was a marked man in the face of Obasanjo administration after several excursions with his newest friends, the Department of State Services, starting in 2003. He was aware that they could only find success with a new approach. That new approach was Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra at its origins as a pirate radio station that broadcasts propaganda during the Civil War from a studio mounted on a deep, a measure that the war and warring warplanes made necessary. Nnamdi Kanu broadcasting through the radio, the decision would also have implementations when he, alongside their disgruntled members of MASOB, formed a splinter group. What we now know is IPOB, short for the indigenous people of Biafra. History has proven that it is near impossible to investigate widespread rebellion or upheaval without some sort of propaganda machine or media. Nnamdi Kanu used Radio Biafra to spread a deeply sectarian and militant message, as he put it, Biafran or death, often referring to Nigeria as a zoo that was destined to go up in flames. In a video that has since gone viral on social media, he said of spiritual leaders from the southwest Yoruba tribes, it's always Yoruba people, head of Pentecostal, head of Catholic, head of Anglican. Hausas are killing us. Yorubas are sucking our blood. If you are attending a Yoruba church, you should be ashamed of yourself, he continued. Anybody attending in Pentecostal church with a Yoruba pastor is an idiot, a complete fool, and imbecile. They are worse than Boko Haram. If your pastor is Yoruba, you are not fit to be a human being. This rant on Radio Biafra sparked a new conversation among its listeners, one where violence was often mentioned and the war was an inevitable means to the desired end. Among many Igbos, the desire for separation may have become understandable to a large degree in the years that follows the war, but like all ideas that have gained a romantic appeal, it has always been a constant. Broadcasting in over 100 countries across the world, Radio Biafra has such massive reach that it spread quickly. It is nightly broadcast aired at home in Nigeria and by supporters in far-flung places like Australia. At the height of the nation's popularity, Nnamdi Kanu was little more than a faceless monster, a largely unknown entity, while his message has found willing listeners. Many agreed that he would have to leave London for Nigeria to be taken serious. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. Wow. According to what this writer said Nnamdi Kanu should come back home so that the people of Biafra in Nigeria would take him more serious. They are doubting if Nnamdi Kanu is alive or not. They are doubting if Nnamdi Kanu is deceiving them or not. So viewers, what is your comment concerning this news that you just heard? The comment is very much needed. Please don't hesitate to drop your comment below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive updates whenever I publish new videos. And don't forget, share and like this news as well. Thank you.